everyone, so the horrible bosses, and I just wanted to let you know that it was hilarious. I think it's one of the most, it's like the best funny movie of the year, so I just wanted to tell you guys what I thought about it. So let's get started. Alright, so basically, if you don't know what this movie is about, and I actually went into this movie not knowing anything about it, except that it had a pretty decent cast, funny people that I didn't even know could be funny, like Colin Farrell. Okay, so, and it's about these three guys who work at these jobs, and they're all friends with each other, and they have horrible bosses, hence the title of the movie. So Jason Bateman and Jason's, and I don't know what the guy's name is, but their bosses are Kevin Spacey, Colin Farrell, and Jennifer Aniston, and they come up with this plan to sort of like, they want to kill their bosses just because of how horribly they've been treated at work and basically mess with their personal lives. So they go to a bar and they want to hire a guy who's like sort of a hitman type person, so or someone who can at least attempt to get the job done. So Jamie Foxx plays that guy, and he has a, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it is hilarious. Pay big sum of cash and sort of like gives the guys like hints and like little tips and little like tidbits on how to like sort of not get caught if they were really seriously going to attempt to kill their bosses. And I think it's actually hilarious because in the grand scheme of things, it's sort of their characters and their bosses sort of like they're intertwined with each other at some point in the movie, and that was definitely a big surprise to me. So yeah, and also for the record, any spoilers that I have, when I say that I'm going to be doing the spoilers, and if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch the video anymore, because I don't think you want me spoiling the movie for you, unless you want me to. But for those who want to continue, alright, I'll let you know when I do the spoilers, so just don't watch the video. Okay, so onto the act. Then we have Jason Bateman and Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer Aniston, Kevin Spacey, Colin Farrell, and Jamie Foxx, and like the whole slew of people in this one big huge cast. I was not expecting, especially Aniston, like she and Jason Bateman were in a movie together called Switch, so I kind of thought, okay, I only know these two can pull off sort of being funny in their own way. And Kevin Spacey, like, I think he's an amazing actor, and he's been in some pretty impressive films. And also, the one big surprise that I found hilarious, the big acting performance, was by none other than Colin Farrell, and I didn't even like recognize him at first. Like, I knew that he was in the movie, and as soon as he goes on screen, I'm like, oh, that's Colin Farrell! And he's like the guy that takes over from his company, because apparently his father has played Donald Sutherland. He takes over his job because apparently Donald Sutherland dies. But yeah, so he's like he has a short role. Colin Farrell takes over in his position. Basically, I think he stole the show. Like, he was just hilarious. He's like this like crackhead, sort of like doesn't really know what he's doing. Like, he thinks he knows how he's going to turn the company around, but he really doesn't. So that's why Jason Sudeikis' character wants to sort of kill his boss, just because of he's always like doing things with cocaine and all that, so he's but the guy whose boss is Jennifer Aniston as the like dental assistant, the like seductive dentist chick, and he's like the guy that's supposed to be like getting married soon, and he doesn't want to cheat on his fiance, so she's like doing all these horrible, gross, and most of things. Her performance really, really hilarious. Like I definitely think it's a step up from which I thought was sort of a lackluster performance. Like I know, like she could have definitely done her job. So this one definitely was like a really good performance from Jennifer Aniston, and also, oh yeah, Kevin Spacey's character. I definitely loved his character the best, and I think he was the most horrible boss out of all three of the bosses, just because he gave this sort of like solid performance as an actor, so I was really paying attention to that. Also, I think the directing was really good, and I just thought it was like all the characters like meshed together. And I know like sometimes when I see movies with like sort of all well-known actors in like bunched up in one movie, I'm like, okay, how does it work? Is this going to be a decent movie? So I was definitely blown away by that. So now on to the spoilers section. So as I said before, if you've seen this movie, turn off this video. I don't think you want to see the spoilers. Go see the movie and then come back here and we can talk about spoilers. Alright, so the spoilers that I sort of found most important, or maybe not most important, but like the ones that I stood out to me the most, was the fact that Colin Farrell's character gets killed by Kevin Spacey's character. And that was like what I was talking about before with the whole like some of these characters sort of like their characters like intertwine with each other, like they end up meeting because of the whole mix up with what was happening with the three guys who were attempting to kill their bosses, and they were going to like all their bosses' houses and like sneaking in, breaking, entering, doing all that crazy like heist stuff. So basically that's one of the things that happened. It was like a total misunderstanding, but he's dead, and I think he kind of deserved it because they were doing it anyway, but it is kind of sad. But oh well, I wasn't crying, I was laughing. Is like while the credits are rolling, so it's like a mix of like different scenes, like bloopers. So if you want to check that out, I think you should, because I found that I didn't want to leave after I saw this movie. So yeah, so overall I thought this movie was hilarious. I don't think this is like the funniest movie of the year, but this is definitely the funniest movies I've seen so far recently, and I would definitely see it again with the chance to. Yeah, just let me know in the comments what you guys thought about Horrible Bosses. Did you like all of the mix of actors and like just let me know anything about this movie. And if you want to check out any of my other latest movie reviews and movie updates and trailers, and also I do Trailer Thursdays, so you want to check that out too. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. So